Hello everyone, it's Peter, your personal face exercise coach from FACEROBICS. Today, as promised, I'm going to show you how to do the simple fascia release. Now this release I would like you to do from now on before every time that you do your facial exercises. And if you do this every time before you do your facial exercises, you will see amazing changes in your face. So what you will need today is a makeup pad and also some almond oil. Now I want you to use almond oil specifically because it does not detox the skin and it's a very good oil to use on a regular basis. So I know a lot of people will come up and say, can I use this? Can I use that? Can I do this? Can I do that? Well, I'm just letting you know that if you use most oils on a regular basis, it will detox your skin. Almond oil will not do that. So just my advice to you is to go and find some almond oil and to use that one. So what we're going to be doing using Dorium today is I'm going to show you what we're actually going to be doing. So when you start the fascia release, we're going to start from the back half of the head to start with. We are going to be moving to the side of the neck and then keep moving back and forth starting from the neck. Then we're going to move from the occipital bone and we're going to move to the back of the ear. We do the movements from the occipital bone to the back of the ear. Then we're going to be moving to the crown of the head and we will be doing the movements to the top of the ear. Then we'll go right to the very top of the head doing the movements to the temporal area. Then when we finish that, which should take about 5 or 6 minutes, we'll then move to the front of the face. And this is where we use the makeup pad and a little bit of oil, but I'll show you how to do that later. We then go to the neck and we move outwards to under the ear. We then move to the jaw and move outwards to under the ear. We then do our chin area. We then follow the muscles all the way up our cheek. We do around the mouth again. We then do our nose. We then do our eyes, inside the eye. We then go ahead and release the middle part of the eyes in the procerus area. We then go ahead and do the forehead. And then we'll move around any parts that we've missed. And I'll show you a technique to find out those parts. And any parts that we've missed, we just go over it gently. Now what I want you to realize is this is a very gentle technique. There is no hard rubbing, there is no pulling the skin, pushing the skin or stretching the skin. It's just a very, very gentle release over the muscles. So let's get started. So having our hands in this position, we place them at the nape of our neck. The nape is the back of our neck, the middle back of our neck. And we just use this motion going back and forth. The motion we're using is an up and down motion and it's a very, very gentle motion. Okay? We would do that for about 20 times. We then slide our fingers to the occipital bone and then we do the same thing through our hair. Because our fingers need to be right on the scalp as we do this. And we're doing a back and forth motion to the back of our ear. And we're also rubbing the back of our ear as well. We do that for 20 times. And then we slide our fingers up to the crown. And then we gently do the motion back and forth to the top of our ear. We then go to the very top of our head and do the motion down along the temporal area. You can see how gentle it is. We then place our fingers on the temporal and the temporal bone and we just simply go back and forth along that area. So that would be along the temporal to the top of the ear, right up to the crown of the head. This should, as I said, take about 6 minutes. Then we start with the front half of our face. Now, placing the almond oil onto the pad, you would place around a 1 inch circumference on there. And do not use too much. All we want is a little bit just to moisturize the face and to help the muscles and the skin move more freely. It also helps with your facial exercises because facial exercise can dry and dehydrate the face. So this is a very good way to help stop that drying and dehydration. We then fold the makeup pad in half, and then we place our finger right into the middle. From there, we start at the middle of our neck and we go in an up and down motion. So we would do half the neck this way in an up and down motion, and you would do that 20 times. And when you finish that, change hands and do the other side. And just gently moving your head upwards so it makes it a nice smooth area to release. You can also do along the collarbone, and that will also release that area. From there, you would start on the chin. Releasing the fascia very gently along the muscle line. As you do this, move along the jawline, and you can see how gently I'm doing it. Remembering to do under the chin. Now around the mouth, across the lips, and try not to contort your face doing this sort of stuff. Just leave your face relaxed as you're doing it, and then start following up the jawline. Start following up the cheek muscles, and you would do that for 20 times either side. Then you would follow the nose muscles, the nasalis, all the nose muscles in that area and underneath, on top, and then move around your eyes, making sure to do the temples. Close your eye and do the inner eye. And then go the other side, making sure to do the temples, all the way up the cheekbone to the top, around your eye. Okay, from there, you do the middle of your eyes where the procerus is. And we know the procerus is in a triangle shape, so try to get that triangle shape. Now when you come to the corrugator muscle, just hold the skin back a bit and just go over the corrugator and around the brow. And you're holding it so you're not pushing and pulling the skin in the middle of your eye area. You're just holding it, you're not stretching it, you're just holding it so it's not moving. Once you do that, you go to the frontalis. Okay, so at this point what I would ask you to do is just to feel your face and feel how relaxed it is. Now there might be little areas of tension. If you feel those areas of tension, it means you've missed a bit. So you just gently go back over where it might be tense. And do it until all of your face is completely relaxed. I'm just going over areas that are feeling like they just need a little bit more work because I've done it very quickly. All up it would take about 10 to 15 minutes over your head, the back of your head and the front of your face and neck. So your face should be feeling very relaxed. Now at this point, there should be a thin film of oil over your face. And I mean thin, and it should not make your fingers slip if you're trying to do your exercises. If it is too thick, your fingers will slip and you will not be able to isolate your muscles. So if it is a bit thick, just take it off with another makeup pad. Just take off the excess oil and start your facial exercises. As you start your facial exercises, you will find that the muscles will move more freely, because what we've done is we've released the superficial fascia, which is, as I explained last week in this video, is the sac that sits above and around the muscles. It holds the muscle in. So it makes sense that if you lightly release it, that you can free it up a little bit and your muscles will work freer. The one thing I want you to understand with this simple fascia release is the lighter you go, the deeper the fascia will release. There is no rubbing, stretching of the skin. It is just a very, very light release. Now, if you don't have a makeup pad, you can see me doing this sort of thing. Just go ahead and do it with your fingers. If you don't have oil, that's fine. Just do it with your fingers and you'll find that your skin will become more dewy anyway. It just absolutely stimulates the skin in a very gentle manner. Make sure you do this before every time that you do your exercises. The other thing I would like to suggest and encourage you is to try to get into the habit now of doing this before you go to bed. I say this because your body and your face and your skin and everything about your body rejuvenates as we sleep. So I would encourage you to start doing this before you go to sleep. That would be my recommendation. If you don't do it, that's fine. You have to do it when you can do it, but that is my recommendation from now on. Now please do remember to tell me how this has changed your facial exercises. I know for me, I have felt that my face has been much more firmer and I have more control over my muscles when I am actually exercising them. So I would love to hear from you in the comment box below how this has helped you and how much more effective your facial exercises are. If you have any comments, any questions, please do ask below. Also remember to subscribe to the channel, because in subscribing to the channel you get all these great updates. I also have an Instagram account. Just follow FACEROBICS and you'll find me there on Instagram. Alright guys, well you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world and I'll see you next time. Bye!